Are you paid mid-month but are still trying to use EveryDollar to run your budget? It can be a pain when your checks don't come in on the first, right? Well, today I'm going to give you a solution to that problem so that you can use a monthly budget regardless of when you get paid. Hey there, how's it going? Craig here, and I'm a financial coach who's passionate about helping people break the paycheck to paycheck cycle so they can finally find some peace of mind when it comes to their money. Now, EveryDollar is a fantastic budgeting resource. I use it in my budget. All of my clients pretty much use it, but it does come with some caveats, right? In the fact that it's a monthly budget, and a month would start on the first and end on the last day of the month, right? The problem is we're not all paid on those days. For a long time when I was a teacher, I was paid on the 25th of the month. And so I had usually almost a week after my check came in before the next month would start. And so finding that balance of where does that go? Which budget am I working in? Sometimes it can be overwhelming. So I'm going to give you a couple of solutions to that problem today so that you can budget on a monthly budget regardless of when your check comes in. Now, before I dig in, if you haven't grabbed my free financial freedom roadmap, you should, even though it's really hard to say for some reason. Click up here on the link and you can grab that. It's going to show you step by step what you need to do to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle once and for all. It's my gift, completely free to you. Just click on the link and snag it, and I'll email it directly to your inbox. All right, I'm going to jump into my EveryDollar budget here. Okay. So this is the sample budget that I'm working with, and we're going to be looking at when you get paid. So we're going to imagine, just to make life crazy for some of you, what if you got paid on the 15th of the month? So I'm going to put paycheck on the 15th. And that's the only check you get. So instead of $3,000, just so that this looks happy, I'm going to make it $5,000. So let's say you're paid $5,000 a month, but the check comes in on the 15th. So here you are mid-month, your check comes in. Now, if you are trying to run your month 15th to 15th, that could work, right? That works in theory. We're saying, okay, paycheck's here. This is the start of my month. My month starts on the 15th. It goes to October 15th. But the problem is with the budgeting software is as you're going, it's going to automatically open up. So let's say it's September 2nd right now. Well, if you're going 15th to 15th, it would still be in your August. You'd be constantly having to switch back and forth, which you can absolutely do. It's just that becomes the muddying up part. So that really is solution number one, is in your mind, okay, my budget goes from September 15th to October 15th. And so I'm here in September, when transactions come in, then I'm going to be plugging everything into September. And so if the 15th to 15th is my month, then I'm just going to say, if it starts on September 15th, I'm always going to log everything in September, if that makes sense. So August 15th to September 15th, I'm going to constantly be putting everything in my August budget. Then when I get here to September, now it's September 15th, I'm going to start using the September budget. Even when the calendar turns to October, I'm just going to be going back into September and plugging everything into September. So the $5,000 I was paid on September 15th will last me until October 15th. Really, the only pain in this system is once October starts, for the first half of that month, you're just going to have to, when you open up the app, change the month at the top. So you're just going to have to go back. And just know that when it says September, that is when you got paid on September 15th, September 20th, whatever. When you got paid, that is the start of September. So, and then if you get paid in October, that is the start of October. It's kind of confusing to explain, but really it is a monthly budget. Just know that the month you're paid in is what we're going to use for the month in the software. And then as the calendar month changes, so when it's physically October, you're just going to have to go back into September and log all your spending until you're paid in October. Then you can start your October budget. That's the one solution. The other solution is simpler, but it also is going to take a little time to maybe get it started. And this solution is, imagine you were handed a physical paycheck. So odds are it's direct deposited, but imagine you were handed a paper check. Now, just because you're handed it on September 15th doesn't mean you need to go cash it on September 15th, right? So you could hold it until the next month starts. So when you're paid, you just don't use that check until the next month starts. So for the example I was given earlier, when I used to be paid on September 25th, I could just let that money sit in my account for 6 days until October starts. Well, I guess 5 days in September. Then when October starts, then I can start using that money. You could even move it over to a separate account so that it's sitting in that separate account until October, and then you can move it over. The reason this is tricky up front is because if you haven't been doing it this way, then if you're paid on September 25th, you're going to need to somehow make it through that week without using that money. So if you are somebody who has a lot of surplus in your budget and you're going, yeah, I think I could make it to the end of the month with that one check, then I could save this one for next month, then that's okay. Those are a couple solutions here. If you're doing it differently, let me know in the comments. Or if you've been using one of these, let me know if there's a trick that you've been doing that just seems to be working better. If this video kind of confused you, you're not alone. It's like I said, it's really hard to explain in an ambiguous way. So if you're looking at this going, Craig, this makes 0 sense, or I kind of get it, but I'm also still a little confused, book a free call with me. I want to offer you a free session, a free 30-minute call. We'll hop on. We'll get this set up to your specific budget. So that way there's no more, does this fit with me, or what's my pay date, or you're not fully getting it. Don't spend hours trying to decode it, or just book a free call. We'll solve the problem for you like that, and you'll be set on your way. All right? It's in the link or in the description below. Click on that link to book a call on my calendar. Completely free. No pressure. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. There's videos like this all the time. I put them out once a week on personal finance, EveryDollar, and business finance. So be sure to hit that subscribe and the bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me.